Hello, I'm Bernadette Welsh from the School of Business IT and Logistics at RMIT University in Melbourne, Australia. Welcome to this presentation of our paper, Exploring Mindsets Involving the Development of Generic Graduate Attributes, written by Associate Professor Barry McIntyre, Associate Professor Vanessa Cooper and Bernadette Welch. In Australia, universities, governments and employers have frequently nominated the generic graduate attributes that they believe are important in the development of higher education students. Stakeholders debate whether graduates emerge with the characteristics that universities espouse, and many employers question how well prepared graduates are to contribute effectively in the workplace. Before embarking on efforts to support students in the attainment of generic graduate attributes, we thought that it would be fruitful for instructors to initially explore students' mindsets in terms of their perception of the immutability of acquiring such attributes. To this end, we have connected insights from two traditionally separate bodies of research, mindset research and generic graduate attribute research. If we want to foster particular attributes, it seems sensible to become first better informed about students' self-expectations about learning. Our research used Dweck's ideas on mindset to explore the self-efficacy beliefs of students regarding the acquisition of these generic graduate attributes, along with their perceptions of the malleability of intelligence and character, and whether they had fixed or growth mindsets. We wanted to discover if students believed that they were able to develop these generic graduate attributes and what proportions of students subscribed to fixed or growth mindset perspectives. This insight could then be used to inform a consideration of whether interventions designed to convert fixed mindsets to more growth-oriented perspectives would likely result in worthwhile improvements in learning. We undertook an exploratory investigation of student self-efficacy beliefs associated with RMIT University's generic graduate attributes, which stipulate that graduates should be culturally and socially aware, innovative, environmentally aware and responsive, active and lifelong learners, and global in outlook and competence. The research questions investigated in this study were: what proportions of students' self-declared beliefs involving intelligence and character fall into Dweck's fixed and growth mindset categories? In the case of university-defined graduate attributes, what proportions of students hold either a fixed or growth mindset? Are there noteworthy differences between local student mindsets and those of international students? Does holding a particular mindset result in discernible differences in student perceptions about their current ability and future interest in the development of generic graduate attributes? We administered an online survey to students undertaking an Australian Master's degree in business, both in Australia and in Singapore, asking them to express their opinions of their intelligence and character and their opinions on their ability to develop the generic graduate attributes. The results indicated that mindset varies according to the attribute being considered. This is consistent with Dweck's work and reminds us that implicit theories of ability suggest that traits are not always fixed in all aspects of a person's life or even their behaviour in all achievement domains. We have identified that the mindsets of local and international students towards developing generic graduate attributes differ for a number of attributes: culturally aware, lifelong learning and global outlook. For all graduate attributes we investigated, international students were more likely to exhibit a fixed mindset than their local counterparts. This finding also held true in terms of mindset involving intelligence and character, and is an important insight for university educators given the number of international students undertaking higher degrees studies worldwide. We identified that students who expressed growth mindset views were more likely to possess more positive opinions about their current ability and interest in further attribute development for some, but not all of the graduate attributes investigated. A noteworthy proportion of students expressed fixed beliefs about their ability to develop their generic graduate attributes, and approximately 1/3 of respondents subscribed to fixed beliefs about intelligence and character. There was no statistically significant difference between the mindset of student cohorts studying in Australia and Singapore on the basis of questions asked involving intelligence and character, but there were statistically significant differences involving the attainment of the university's generic graduate attributes. While differences identified between the cohorts should be interpreted cautiously, the findings are worthy of further investigation. it is possible that the generic graduate attributes of this Australian university need to be reconsidered. By connecting these two traditionally separate bodies of research, that is, student self-theories involving mindset and generic graduate attributes, we offer a valuable contribution to theory that has the potential for extensive practical application. Thanks.